Well, good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Avi Hannon. Tim has the evening off. After years of delays, today is Enforcement Day for real IDs at airports around the country. TSA agents will be checking for the little star on the top right of your ID. ABC's Perry Russum has more as it's our top story at 5.
Today, the long-awaited enforcement of real IDs begins. TSA agents at airports around the country now checking for them.
81% of the travelers that travel by airline in the United States today are already compliant.
Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says if travelers do not have a real ID, they will still be able to fly, but they will have to go through additional identity checks.
If it's not compliant, they may be diverted to a different line, have an extra step, but people will be allowed to fly.
The federally compliant state-issued IDs were a recommendation by the 9/11 Commission.
And one of their key recommendations was to improve identification of those using the air transportation network.
Real IDs have enhanced security features to help prevent fraud and identity theft. Congress approved the IDs back in 2005. It took 20 years to get to Enforcement Day after being delayed repeatedly. Leading up to today, long lines outside DMVs from coast to coast to get the Real ID driver's licenses.
We are procrastinators.
This is the line in Chicago. ABC's Alex Perez is there.
For weeks now, this is what the line here has looked like, blocks long, as some getting in line at 4 a.m., hours before the facility even opens.
If you don't have your Real ID, you can always just travel with your passport. That is also a federally approved form of identification. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Also today, Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds is launching a new project that will act as an alternative to the federal government's summer EBT program. According to a press release, Reynolds' office announced that the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food and Nutrition Service approved the Healthy Kids Iowa program. The summer initiative will provide families to select $40 worth of fresh food per child each month at their local participating pantry. Those foods include fruits, vegetables, dairy items, whole grains, and proteins. Earlier this year, Reynolds opted out of the federal summer EBT program, which provides low-income families with EBT cards worth $120 per child to buy groceries over the summer. And in response to the USDA for approving the summer plan, Reynolds said in a statement in part, quote, "I'm grateful to the USDA and Secretary Rowlands for partnering with the state of Iowa. Together, we're building on the strong foundation already in place to better meet the unique needs of Iowa's children and families," end quote. And in just 1 hour, the city of Spencer will hold a town hall to update the community on flood recovery efforts. The city hired a consulting service to complete a comprehensive review of last summer's historic flooding and develop a plan for responding to future disasters. The findings will be shared at tonight's town hall at the Sacred Heart Church Parish Hall in Spencer. That starts at 6 p.m. We'll have more details later tonight on that meeting, both on air and online at SiouxlandProud.com. And it was moving day at Martin Airfield outside of South Sioux City for the A-7 Corsair aircraft. The aircraft has been there since 2003, but needed to get moved to the 185th Air Base for repairs and refurbishments. The A-7 is a Vietnam-era attack aircraft that doesn't have an engine. Because of its size, it can be taken by truck, so the only option is to take it by air to the 185th. Workers initially tried to lift the airplane, but the plan had to be aborted because of issues with the harness. But after a few adjustments to the harness, the Army helicopters were able to lift the plane and transport to the 185th Air Base outside Sioux City.
Yeah, it was great training. We incorporated our crash recovery team in making this jet ready for lift and then recovering it once it got here to the field as well. And our crew in the paint facility here is highly skilled as well. They've got some crew chiefs that have been working on a lot of different airframes over the course of many, many years, and they have a lot of experience working with airplanes like this as well.
Once at the 185th, it will be completely refurbished and then moved to its permanent home at Siouxland Freedom Park in South Sioux City, Nebraska. Well, let's check in back in with Chief Meteorologist Victor Perez. So, Victor, it's fairly nice day outside. What should we be looking for the rest of that evening?
Well, we'll be seeing the conditions could be a little bit spotty showers in the region, so we could be seeing a little bit of rain trying to pop up, which is much needed, especially through areas in the southwest where they've seen a deficit of over an inch in some spots, with almost all of Siouxland about a half an inch short of what we should be for this time of year, despite how green conditions do look outside. And sadly, it's looking like that deficit might continue to increase because after the showers and isolated storms that we see today, we'll see that our chances for precipitation for the coming week are minimal, and we don't start to see more pop up until next midweek. So we're keeping an eye on potential showers and storms next Wednesday. But till then, it's looking like more sunshine and warm weather for Siouxland. Back to you, Avia.
Well, thank you, Victor. And the Sioux City Engineering Division will temporarily close a portion of a street here in the metro that could cause delays in your commute next week. Beginning Monday, the city will be closing one block of 3rd Street between Nebraska and Jackson Street to replace a water main. Officials expect this stretch of road to be closed for approximately 1 week, with weather permitting. A detour, will be posted guiding drivers to use 4th Street and Jackson Street to get around the closure. And the 84th annual Orange City, Iowa Tulip Festival is just over a week away, and officials say the flowers are blooming right on time. A total of 3,000 tulips were planted last fall with the help from the local businesses and volunteers. Officials from Orange City say the current weather conditions has been the main reason the tulips are blooming on time, saying tulips tend to bloom slower in the cooler conditions. And because of the weather, they are set to be fully bloomed by the time the festival kicks off. The Tulip Festival will begin on Thursday, May 15th, and will end on Saturday, May 17th. And the city of Mapleton, Iowa is one of 5 finalists for a $100,000 hometown celebration. The competition aims to foster local pride by finding and funding the best community festivals in the U.S. The finalists include Mapleton's 4th of July Festival, a 3-day event that provides fun events like chicken poop, bing, and a foam party. Cenex is asking for voters to continue voting, and that's open until May 31st. We'll provide more information on how to vote on our website at SiouxlandProud.com.